Okay, yeah, on section 4.5, we had to do just a handful of problems here, 5 of them. And the first one is to find the vertical asymptote. And logs, uh, the vertical asymptote is the y-axis. So it will move if the thing is moved. And so this has two things on it. And when we're doing the inside, we always move it sideways first. So the plus 5 moves it back 5. And then the 2 we do second shrinks it by a half. And so it makes the vertical asymptote on this one be at negative 2.5. So x equal negative 2.5 is the vertical asymptote. And so therefore the domain, since it never touches it, it's everything to the positive of that. So it's the domain will be from not including negative 2.5 to infinity. On this one, the negative will flip the log from this way, flip it over the y-axis to that way. And the plus 1 moves it up or down. The 2 does a vertical stretch, but that doesn't move the vertical asymptote. So the vertical asymptote is still the y-axis, still x equals 0. And the domain would be from negative infinity up to 0. Now it says graph each of these. Log base 2 of x. Well, 2 to the x goes like this. Goes through 1, 2, and 2 squared is 4. And so it's the log base 2 of x will go through 1, and then instead of 1, 2, it'll go through 2, 1. Instead of 2, 4, it'll go through 4, 2. So it'll look like this. And base 4, if it's 4, this one goes up higher and goes down lower. So this one will go closer here and go lower here. And you can just type those into your Desmos or whatever and see that. But that's the idea that I want you to get. And what happens here? Well, if it's a negative on the outside, it flips the log, which normally looks like this. In base 10, it goes through plus 1. Flips it over the y-axis or the x-axis, so it would go like this. And this one, a log base 3, would be a log curve that goes like this. It would be a little different shape, but then the plus 4 on the x moves it back 4, and so instead of going through 1, it'll go through minus 3. And the vertical asymptote would be at minus 4. That's kind of what I wanted you to get out of that. We didn't talk much about the graphing of these.